Welcome to the new guitar lesson. Last week I showed you the pentatonic minor scale, so this week I'm going to teach you some more chords. Actually, it's a chord you already know, it's a power chord, but I'm going to teach it to you in a progression that is of the 12-bar blues. Now, a bar is the same thing as a measure, and a measure is it's a predetermined duration of music. For example, 4 clicks on the metronome or 4 beats could be a bar, and most music is 4 beats. It doesn't have to be 4 beats, but most music is 4 beats equals every bar. That's common 4/4 time. So for the 12-bar blues, or the 12-measure blues, but that doesn't have the same ring quite, but the 12-bar blues, you're just going to follow three places on the, or 3 chords. It's going to be the same chord, but 3 different places on the neck. And it's going to be relevant to intervals. So go back to our interval study, and we'll start with the root note on the 6th string, 5th fret, which is the A note. Play a power chord. If you remember from the interval studies, the perfect 4, which is going to be that note, for the power chord. Then a perfect 5, which is going to be that note, power chord. It's just going to be that same chord, but in 3 different places based on the intervals. The 1, and 4, and 5. Now, even though it's just those 3, there's still a sequence to it for the 12-bar blues. Okay, so the first 4 bars are going to be at the 1. The next 2 are going to be played at the 4. Then the next 2 are going to be played at the 1. And eventually they're going to bring in the 5 and go back to the 4 and the 1 again, and there's going to be a turnaround. And I'm going to play it for you, and I'm going to count out the measures too so that you see how it all falls into place. And I'm going to set my metronome at 89. Could go to 90, but 89 just to be different. So I'm just going to play this in a very stripped down form. One great thing about the blues, there's a few great things, but the blues is an open free-for-all sort of deal. And it's great for musicians to get together because everybody knows the structure of the 12-bar blues. So when you get musicians together that just want to have an open jam, the 12-bar blues is great because you can float around and do all sorts of different chords and things like that, and everybody can pretty much follow along. It's a lot of fun. It's also one of those things that never ever resolves until you want it to. You just keep repeating the 12 bars over and over and over and over again until you're ready to resolve, which is usually on the root, which would be this in this case. So I'm going to play in its most stripped out basic form without doing anything fancy or anything at all really, except just showing you the 12 bars. So here it goes with the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 bars, and I could keep going over and over and over again without missing a beat. Now I'm going to apply one of the chord strumming patterns that I've shown you. You can apply whichever one you want. Do them all. Go over this over and over and over again with all the different strumming patterns. Invent your own strumming patterns. You don't even have to start here. You can start here, as long as you know the intervals. If we're going to start here, the intervals are still 1, 4, and 5. Or I can start here, 1, 4, and 5. But for this example's sake, we'll stick here on the A note. 1, 4, and 5. So what pattern shall I go with? Let's see, how about this one? That's a good one. So I'll play the 12-bar blues again with that pattern, so you can see it with something different than just down, 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 down. We're going to do this one. Here it goes. Play along if you'd like. 1, that is it. That's the 12-bar blues. You can play that. You can play that for eternity and just end it whenever you want to. Just resolve on. Typically, people resolve on that first note, like I did, and play it in all different locations on the neck. You don't have to start here. Like I said, as long as you know those intervals 1, 4, and 5, you can start it in various places and use various strumming patterns. In fact, you can even change the strumming pattern in mid-set of the 12-bar blues. You can change it more than once. You can change it however many times you want to. You can get creative with it. The blues is really great at getting creative and just floating around and finding things that sound good. So do that. That's your homework.